Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Mine was pretty good. Wasn't too bad. Um, Actually, it was great. Saturday was great. I went to a BK lab, bedroom candy. If you didn't know. Oh, wait. I'm Katrina, the author of the book Krave. Anyway, so I went to a BK event on Saturday, and it was really nice. Shout out to LaDonya, uh, Rhonda, Tony. Am I forgetting someone? If I am, I apologize. Um, Julie. I'm trying to remember everybody. But so today we're going to talk about. I'm not going to hold you long. We have to go to work. Even I go to a place that pays me. Um, So anyway, it was a great lab. I loved it. And yes, I'll be on the Zoom tonight at 7 for my bedroom candy um, meeting slash work thing I'm doing. Um, I just want to log on to this and get the ball rolling. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. I have my gym clothes on. Um, let me put that back on. So anyway, so my motivational quote today I found on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You can pick up this book anywhere, even in Walmart. Okay. So this is the very first book, and let me just say I'm wearing bedroom candy lipstick in that also. So you know, shout out to that. If you want to start with this one, this is great. But if you want to jump right into Master Mercedes, hey, have at it. And then when you finish, you might want to piggyback to my girls. Anyway, okay, so we did that. Now, so let's talk about this quote that I found by William James. So I made some coffee, but it's extremely strong. I cannot drink that. I don't know what I was thinking. Um, His name is William James, and I found this as I was strolling, looking for motivational quotes because I love doing it anyway. I used to do it all the time. So I was like, why not just incorporate it with Crave and So, oh, I got my pearls on. Anyway, here's the quote, right? If you can change your mind, you can change your life. And we know. Let me read it again. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. Okay? So every day we change our mind about something, whether it's the food we eat, the clothes we wear. Because think about it, we can not have a wardrobe. We could just have 7 days of the same outfit. It makes life so much easy, right? What about if you change, you know, the way you go to work, whether it's driving or catching a bus? Like when I was on the bus, I always had two different ways to get to work that I could take. So, I mean, every day we change our mind about something. We change our mind about, the lotion we use, the lip gloss we use, um, anything, the soap. So why not change your life the same way you change your mind about everyday things? You know, if you got something going on in your life and you don't like the way it's going, I would say change it. Try your best to change it. I don't know. So let's pick a topic. Okay, so let's do finance. Okay, so you got these bills coming in, and you know they're giving out 3-cent raises. What the you supposed to do with that? Seriously. But then they want you to give your all. Make it make sense. They want you to give your all with 3 cent. But either you change it or you endure it. So I would say if you got time invested, I know that's kind of hard to change in a job. It just like kind of holds you a little bit because then you didn't put this, let's just say 20 years in, and they're giving you a 3 cent raise. That's hurtful. That's beyond hurtful. But you can change it if you wanted to. Now, if you're on your way out for retirement and you just like, "Mm, okay, I'm gonna try to ride this wave the best I can," or you look for a side hustle and um, get your bills under control, do what you have to do to maintain your lifestyle, to maintain your household, um, whether it's getting car repairs or, you know, doing things for the kids, the activities, and groceries itself is beyond ridiculous. Okay, um, so we do things that we do for our families, of course. But if things need to be changed, you have to sit down and think like, okay, what can I do to make this situation better? You know, far as finance and trying to figure it out, doing the best that you can, doing a little bit of overtime, whether it's only 5 hours a week or, something to help move it along, if that makes sense. But every day we wake up, we can change our mind about our job, you know, about our finances, whether it's getting another full-time job. But then you working your way of this full-time job and you're just not seeing the rewards of it, which is hurtful. It's very hurtful. Um, I would say to anybody, credit cards, stay away from credit cards. It's the worst thing. It's the worst thing. I'm telling you. Like, since blue nail polish is the worst thing. But anyway, but you could be responsible. And I say, if you're a responsible person with credit cards, then that's fine. But I would just say stay away from them because interest is ridiculous. Okay. These rat bastards trying to get over. Um, so definitely with finance, as far as changing your mind about how you're living, if you're struggling or whatever, just sit back. I always say your life is a movie. Sit back, watch your own movie, and watch what people do to you in that movie. Watch what people say to you in that movie, because it's everything. I don't care if it's a spouse, a child, a sibling, a mother, a father. Watch everything and listen. Actions show everything. Actions speak so loud, it's ridiculous. And some of us don't even pay attention. You have to pay attention because I pay attention. Okay. So I don't care who it is. Now, change far as a spouse. If you're not happy and this ain't going nowhere and you feel it in your heart, then change it. Hey, but try to work on it first before you just up and, leave. See why the change is not working. If you keep having the same conversation over and over again and it ain't going nowhere, then I would say, hey, you sit down with your God and figure it out. You sit down with your partner and figure it out. If you're being treated like shit, then hey, it's let me tell you something. Life, some people think that they have the greatest partner in the world until life hits. Life will show you, life will show you how good your partner is to you when a storm comes. And when that storm comes, you gotta be ready. Y'all should be on the same page. And when you come into a storm and you with a spouse that can't pick up the weight and to ride the storm with you, hey, I ain't a fan of divorce, but I understand. You understand? So I'm just saying, pay attention because every relationship, you get a storm. Either you're gonna ride that wave together, or you know, you're gonna sit back and watch how the person handle you as you're going through the midst of your storm. So I would say to anybody, if you're about to go through something, or you see it come. Sometimes like God will let you see the storm come towards you. It's like, oh, this is about to be something, whether it's medical, whether it's your job, finance, you know, you see this. Now either you're gonna ride this wave together or we ride it separate. We can ride it separate. We could be in separate rooms, but we still gonna ride this wave. But you know, everybody don't feel the same way. And then one day, sometimes women just wake up and be like, you know what? Well, I ain't gonna say one day because we always have a plan. And if you're not providing, and this woman is providing for herself, then the old saying, I can do bad by myself, you know? So different things of mindset and changing. And I'm not telling you go out here and get a divorce and no, we're not doing that. But what I'm saying is pay attention. Action speaks so loud, you have no clue how action speaks. And then sometimes the partner don't even realize their actions are speaking. And you just sit there and you take it all in like, okay, I got you. Yeah, I understand. So these are different things that you can know. Just think about, you know, what you got and what you into, far as relationship, job, even friends. You got some friends that will use you and just, can I get this? Can I borrow your car? Can I do this? Can I do that? I don't have that. Nobody borrows my car. Sorry. Mm-mm. Because if you damage my car, what am I do? If I damage, that's something different. I'm on my insurance. But, so people just randomly calling, can I hold your car? Especially if you're divorced and your spouse say, can I hold your car? Why would I let you on my car? Why would I do that? Now, I believe that you can be divorced on the midst of a divorce and still be friends. I really believe that. But we got to work to that because we got to get through the paperwork. We got to get through the name calling. It's still fresh. Now, give me 3 years. And I'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You need some time, basically. But fresh in, you're not holding nothing. Get the out of here. Anyway, so be mindful. Change. Even if you don't want to live here in Maryland anymore, go where you want to go, whether it's Atlanta, that's the hot spot. Overcrowded. Um, New York, that's my city. I love New York. Um, I don't know, Seattle, Washington. Chicago? Weather in Chicago? Who knows? Detroit, Boston, wherever you want to go, go. Change. Change is okay. I'm just here to say change is okay. And I want you to have a great day. Let me read it again. Okay? If you can change your mind, you can change your life by William James. And I love that. I want you to have a great work week. Go on in that office and speak to them bastards, even though you don't like them. It's okay. Um, have a great work week. Get your coffee, your small sandwich, you know, whether it's your smoothie or your nasty protein shake. Have a great day. Smile. Be kind to one another.